Hey guys, so if you came here from watching my story, a big thank you. Quick heads up, however, this is purely just a raw fanboy video, which I thought I'd put out before calling it a night. So please don't be expecting no fancy ass editing, any of that shit. Now, before we get to the trailer itself, I'd like to take you back to this very important scene from Avengers Infinity War.
Why did you do that? We're in the end game now.
So, not only does this scene serve as a reminder to where Avengers 4 gets its official title from, Endgame, but it also establishes the fact that Iron Man is going to be the key to restoring the universe. Okay, to the trailer now.
Stay on. Hey, this Buds. If you find this recording, don't feel bad about this.
So the trailer starts off very grim with the same tone which Infinity War ends with. Tony's lost, he's adrift in space, he looks like he's on the Guardian spaceship, the Benatar. My first thought here was, it's Tony, why can't he just fly the spaceship back to Earth? And also, pretty sure Nebula is there on the ship with him. She even knows how to fly one of those things. So my guess is that either the ship ran into some technical difficulty, probably ran out of gas midway, or they are so far away, they're galaxies away, and possibly don't know the way back to Earth.
Part of the journey is the end.
Part of the journey is the end. That line cuts real deep, doesn't it? Because if you give it a bit more thought, it's almost as if Tony, through the entire Marvel Studios, is talking to the fans. What I mean by this is, a journey that he started way back in 2008 with the very first Iron Man movie, and now after over a decade and 22 movies, it's time for that journey to come to an end. And how ironic that it's Iron Man himself to deliver this emotional dialogue the way only Robert Downey Jr. can. He just makes it feel so real, doesn't he? Undoubtedly one of the best actors and my favorite actor in the world right now.
Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds.
So I don't know if you heard that phrase, but go back, watch the trailer. The keyword from that phrase, or the hidden Easter egg, many fans believe is rescue. So in a 2011 comic storyline called Stark Resilient, Tony gives Pepper her own rescue armor. So if my guess is as good as any, Pepper will be the one to, in fact, rescue Tony from space using a special suit. And if not her, my only other guess being Captain Marvel happens to pick up on Tony's distress signal.
Food water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning.
I just wish I would look that good without food and water after 4 days.
I mean it. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
So small observation here, nothing major, but Tony turning off the helmet after a very brief message recorded to Pepper. I'm thinking he's, trying to save power, possibly because the nano suit, as we all saw, took quite the beating following the fight with Thanos. So for all you know, maybe this is all that's left of the suit. Probably just had enough nanobites to form the helmet, saving on power again. The logo turning to dust, so cool. The Thanos Scarecrow. This is right out of the comics, the Infinity Gauntlet arc, which inspired the whole Infinity War storyline, where Thanos hangs up his armor as a scarecrow and retires to farming. Yeah, you heard me right, farming. After all what he did. Easily the most badass farmer, I'd say. So here's a quick glimpse, or rather the only glimpse of Thanos in this trailer. We see him walking through some fields. Apparently on the film set, the Russos kept referring to this place as Titan 2.0. Guess we'll find out what that is. The focus, as you can see, is on the charred gauntlet. Can't really tell if the stones are still intact, but my guess is they definitely should be, because Thanos did use the space stone to escape from Thor at the end of Infinity War. So he just cannot do the whole snap thing again.
Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out.
So we cut to the Avengers headquarters in New York. We get to see poor Cap, who's obviously weeping over the loss of his friends, half of humanity gone.
50%.
Black Widow, wonder who she's narrating this to.
Of all living creatures.
Bruce Banner, who's also clearly distraught. He's cycling through the Avengers intel on all those who have been lost or assumed dead following the decimation. By the way, quick fact, so that's what Marvel is officially calling the Thanos snap. They're calling it the decimation. So here we see, a big image of Scott Lang, whom the Avengers intel presumes dead following the decimation. But we, the fans, know different. We know Scott Lang, Ant-Man, is very much alive. Further to the right, we in fact also see that's Shuri, who is Black Panther or T'Challa's younger sister. So she unfortunately has been a victim of the decimation as well. And in a few seconds, we also see our boy, Peter Parker, not feeling so good. A shot of a rather empty Avengers base, possibly implying that everyone here too got dusted following Thanos' snap.
We lost.
Finally, a rather pissed off Thor, regretting why he didn't go for the head. Funny thing about this, there are already many memes that have started floating by fans saying how Thor right here looks like he's getting ready to do a rap battle. He kind of does. He looks like, Eminem from 8 Man.
All of us. Lost.
So we finally see Nebula, who I've been talking about earlier, who was the only other survivor in Titan at the end of Infinity War. She's clearly with Tony on the Adrift Benatar.
Friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves.
Now this is probably the most surprising reveal in the trailer. As soon as Cap says we lost family, we lost a part of ourselves, we get the scene of Clint in an all-new avatar. He's having ditched his bow and arrow for a katana. He's seen killing off some bad guys in suits, Yakuza maybe, because it certainly looks like the streets of Japan. Even Natasha looks quite surprised. So this again is from the comics, where Hawkeye assumes this pretty dark identity of Ronin. Ronin in the comics refers to the Japanese term for a masterless samurai or a lone warrior, though for different reasons. However, here in the movie Endgame, it is definitely clearly following the events of Infinity War, where his family was lost to the decimation.
This is the fight of our lives.
So there's been a lot of fan speculation that this movie will involve time travel, thanks to a few leaked set photos that show recreated scenes from the first Avengers movie. So this scene here kind of hints at that a bit more, with Cap wearing the stealth suit from Winter Soldier and with him over here looking at Peggy's photo.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
We all know it will, but the stakes have never been higher because, after all, to quote Doctor Strange, we're in the end game now. I hope you notice how the Avengers logo reforms from tiny broken pieces, or should I say from the same dust following the snap, kind of gives the same effect. So is this the Russos figuratively depicting, or rather indicating, that Endgame will indeed be about, restoring the decimated universe, everyone returning from ash. Oh yeah, so it's Ant-Man with his Ant-Van, clearly here with an Ant-Plan. Never forget the small guy, and like they say, big things do come in small packages, don't they?
We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. Got done really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you don't, I know you...
Now, while this scene is a bit of a spoiler to the ending of Ant-Man and the Wasp, where we last see Scott Lang trapped inside the quantum realm, I mean, we always knew he would figure out an exit, and also in doing so, he most likely figures out the workings of the time vortex, how to travel back and forth in time. So, while the heavy hitters like Thor, Hulk, and Captain Marvel will most likely take the final fight to Thanos, pretty sure it's going to be Ant-Man here with his knowledge of the quantum realm, who is going to help Cap and the others go back in time and reset or possibly undo certain events that will eventually help them to win the battle, restore the universe.
You know that?
It's the front door.
That's me. Can you buzz me in?
Wow. Now that's how you tease fans with the trailer. That's how you build up the anticipation for a movie without revealing too much. Thank you, Marvel. Thank you, Russos. You guys are fucking awesome. It's a good time to be alive and an even better time to be a superhero fan. Before I conclude, here are a few of my predictions for the movie as I had promised. Number one, we obviously didn't get to see a lot of the other major characters such as Captain Marvel. We did see Banner, but still no sign of the Hulk. Where's Rocket? Where's Colonel Rhodes? Pretty sure we will get to see a few of them, if not all, in the next full-length trailer, which we can expect sometime in Jan or early Feb. Prediction number two, so the Russos did confirm that there will be a Stan Lee cameo as always. Rest in peace, Stan. However, I'll be very disappointed if, the cameo aside, we do not see a Paul Walker-esque tribute to Stan Lee at the end of the movie. It just bums me out so much that he passed away without getting to watch the ending to his own inspired creation, like so close, just sucks so much. Prediction number three, Tony being the key, he's either going to wield the new gauntlet or make the ultimate sacrifice, and help restore the universe. And my final prediction, now while it's a given that the OG Avengers will all unite and come together to do battle again, I'm calling it right here, right now. We will, after all these years, all those movies, get to hear Cap finally yell out, "Avengers assemble," right before they kick Thanos' ass. So that was it from me. What did you guys think of the trailer? Hit me with your thoughts and predictions in the comment section. Thanks so much again for watching, guys. Stay awesome.